Hey folks, this is twilight on my tank. It's the sunsets. I've got the Fluval, I think it's 3.0 Planted Plus. One you can program. If you go into pro mode, you've got like 6 points of light. You can adjust whatever percentage you want. And there's white, warm white, cool white, red, and blues. And so I set it, of course, that at this time of night, the warm white and the reds would predominate, because I just love that type of, those colors in my sunset. And so for me, this is just a beautiful tank to look at. I've added some more community fish in here, but it's interesting to watch the fish. Like, today's an off day for feeding, which kind of annoys the fish, but like my rummy noses are all kind of sitting here together, and their rummy noses aren't really rummy anymore. Don't worry, their water quality is fine. They got a 30% water change yesterday, and I tested the water, so the nitrates, there's no ammonia, there's no trites, and the nitrates are probably a little bit left, because I never get them down to zero. I got plenty of plants that could use them, but they just do this at night. Their rummies fade for the night, which I find interesting. Yeah, it's just white clouds and some emperor tetras, and I can't ever tell the harlequins from the pork chops. I think these are pork chops. Reservoir hits, I think, are the pork chops. There's a few Pristilla tetras left. And of course the corridor is my plecos in his cave for the night. Corys are starting to hunker down. They're a little bit annoyed with me because I pulled one of them out. I don't know if they were spawning and she got the bejesus beat out of her, but she was all red and marked up on her side like she had really been beaten up. So she's in a tank by herself with just, right now I'm trying water and salt. But anyway, they're starting to hunker down for the night. There's areas in the back. And I've added some more plants. I got some from Father Fish. I just got the stem bundle. I like it because he sends different stems than what I might normally get other places. I really like this particular stem. No clue what it is. And the one back there in the back. I just love that pretty leaf texture. It's a different leaf texture from what I have going on. So I added some more stems. There's another, I think that one may be Bacopa or something in the back. And then the red dudes, I forget what they're called, but I've got them in other tanks. Yeah, I just thought I'd pull out the camera. I did this earlier and hit 13 minutes, and I thought that's just flaming ridiculous. I whined a little bit about work tomorrow in the middle too, so we're gonna cut that out. I just thought it would be neat to show you the lighting as it goes down. And I'll stop soon because I am sure that it's going to be grainy when y'all see it, assuming you watch it. I just thought it would be nice just to see the way the fish adjust as the light goes down. And it doesn't, this particular tank has more than just the Fluval on it. I have stingrays on it as well, but I turned them off just so you could see kind of what you can do with the Fluval as the lights go down, because it does allow you to adjust a lot. And also just to see how the rummies kind of hunker down together for the night. I find that interesting. And all the fish are slowing down as the sun goes down. You don't see the corys are kind of hunkered down on the ground in various spots. They're out for the night. My pleco is in his cave. One of my crabenzas. This is the mama of all the other crabenzas in here, and she is in her little whiskey barrel cave for the night. That's her spot. Once the other females grow up, I may not be able to find mama, but right now she's bigger than everybody else. And so the other crabenzas are all up in the woodwork. This particular mound in the middle was made specifically for hidey holes and swimming spots because I have too many crabenzas in here and I haven't been able to catch them. The only way I'm gonna get them out is if I take it all apart. So I did rearrange some of the middle and made a big stack. There's rocks and there's wood and there's all kinds of little hidey holes and corners and cubbies and different coconut huts and things in the back and the front that allow them to hide and pick out a little territory if they want to breed. So yeah, it's just, see they're coming out on the bottom down there. as they swim in and out of the woodwork. They're big enough to spawn, but they haven't yet, and I think it may be because there's just too many in here. But this one's ready to. You can see her red belly under here. No, that's the boy. Ooh, I wonder if he's picked a girl out that looks like that. It also could be the lighting. I have, at this time of night, I have the warm white and the red bumped up higher than everything else. So yeah, just a marginally quick look at my 40 breeder that's right by my couch. And just the fish as the sun sets. All right, folks. As this Memorial Day ends, and we remember our servicemen and women who have sacrificed, well, the ultimate, their lives for this country during war, and those who lost their lives in peacetime as well. Thanks. And it's not just their sacrifice, it's their families as well. So as Memorial Day comes to a close, thank you to those who serve now and those who have served in the past. Of course, all my greats were in the war, went to war in World War II. My grandfather, who's long since passed on, my great uncle Charlie, my great uncle James. I'm trying to think of all of them. It's later than it should be, but most of us have family who were in World War II. Mine, we didn't have a long line of military families, so there's no one currently serving. But thank you to those who do, and to those who are willing to go where, quite frankly, I don't want to go. And risk your life for, you know, what we believe. To maintain democracy. And if they're willing to risk their lives to protect our democracy, then the rest of us have a moral obligation to do everything we can that's in our power to protect the democracy. And one of the ways to do it is, if when it's time to vote, get off of your lazy honey butt and vote. You say, oh, my voice doesn't make a difference. It does. One voice added to another voice, added to another voice is a chorus. So yeah, that is my message for Memorial Day and my tank of peace here. Everyone take care.